Well, welcome back. It's been a while. It's been too long. We've gone a couple weeks here without meeting up on here. Got to get back into it. Got to be more consistent. I know.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's kind of
sorry.
our fault, but it's been like last week he was at the Virginia Florida State game, so it was kind of like hard to schedule like a time to really do the video. So it was just yeah,
Great game to be at, by the way. That was insane. I'll flash up a picture on here, but that was pretty insane. I have to say. I'm glad I went to that game for sure.
yeah. And like for my picks and stuff, I almost went UVA last week and I didn't, and I really regret it now because oh man,
The atmosphere was just so good all around. Friday night under the lights. I mean, you can't beat it. It was it was such a great game too. And I was right in the middle of that mess. I was getting crushed when they stormed the field because you're on a hill and you can't stop the people from behind you. I mean, everyone is it was like we were falling down, but we couldn't fall down because everyone's holding each other up. You're just getting crushed. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. 19 people I saw in the news got hurt. Like
that's insane.
people, we were leaving, people were getting taken away on stretchers. I'm not even exaggerating it. People are on stretchers.
That's
Someone had
insane.
a neck brace and everything. It was pretty wild. Um, let me, because we have to do our top 25 real quick. Um,
Yeah, because BYU is about to start here in about 40 minutes.
Yeah, so let's go through and pick the top 25. Yeah, it's 9:47, so we got less than an hour before this game comes on. West Virginia at BYU.
I gotta go Brigham Young University.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bear Bachmeyer,
Um,
which 47 for a quarterback is a weird number, man.
it really is. I was looking at that last week. I'm thinking, what in the heck?
I understand Doug Flutie wore 22, but still I was like, this is weird.
22 is not that bad. Compare 47 is bizarre.
47's like a middle linebacker.
Yeah, that's I don't know. For quarterback, it's bizarre, but I'm with you on that one. I think BYU defends home turf. I'd like to see West Virginia make a game of this. I can't believe BYU is favored by 20 and a half. I think that's a lot.
That is a lot. I think West Virginia covers the spread.
I would say BYU would win by 10 at the most. At the most, I think it's gonna be
But
much
then
closer
again,
than.
West Virginia is pretty bad.
Well, they certain games they've looked good. Um, I mean, the win over
Like
Pitt was
they
good.
beat Pitt. Yeah, they beat
Yeah.
Pitt, but then they lost
Um,
to Ohio, so
they've
it's
just
like
been on and off.
inconsistent.
Yeah, very inconsistent. But night game in Provo, I feel like they're gonna play up a little bit better.
Not
Um,
to mention, I think the altitude in Provo is pretty brutal.
yeah. No, I think they play better tonight though. Um, even taking that into consideration. Hey, look what Texas Tech did to Utah. I mean, you never know about these things.
Well, Texas Tech is also a $50 million
Yeah, I know
roster.
that, but you're looking at a Big 12 team that, again, you're going into the higher altitude.
Yeah,
But anyway, moving on to Saturday slate, we got Kentucky at Georgia. This was a close game last year.
I don't think
Geor-
it's close this year.
Georgia survived
Uh,
the scare last year.
I think
Both,
Georgia bounces back and proves why they're one of the top teams in the country.
yeah, Kentucky. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about Kentucky, unfortunately. Um,
Zach Calzada.
yeah, he's hurt though, isn't he?
Is he?
I don't know. It's way past my bedtime. So you can tell I'm tired. So I may be talking out my butt here tonight. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna go Georgia too. Point spread's 19 and a half. I think they could win by more than that, especially after losing at home for the first time since 2019 into Alabama of all teams. I don't know what it is. They just cannot get past
Alabama
Alabama.
is Georgia's daddy.
Yeah, but
And I will
Alabama's
go ahead and say this on video.
okay.
If Mechie and Jamison Williams was healthy, it would be 10 of 10 right now, not 9 out of 10. It would be 10 of 10. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say it. They would have won the national championship game if both of those receivers were healthy.
Okay.
Like, it wouldn't be a discussion.
What did I just do? Oh, no. Iowa State at Cincinnati. I'm
Oh,
going
boy.
upset all the way. Give me the Bearcats.
Iowa State and Cincinnati.
I'm going Bearcats.
There was a game earlier in the year you wanted me to take Cincinnati. I forget. I think it was like week
I
one or something.
I went Cincy. Good grief. I forgot who they played. They lost. I think it was pretty
Oh, it was
close.
Nebraska, Cincinnati, Nebraska.
Yeah, they lost a close one. That was their only
And
loss this
I
year.
went with Nebraska. And so I'm going to go against Cincinnati again in a close one by field
Okay.
goal.
Okay. Their next noon game, we've got Wisconsin at Michigan, and I think Michigan
And
wins this one rather
Michigan,
easily.
I think Bryce Underwood's legs is a big factor in this game.
Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I getting up at 4:50 is
Oh
kicking my butt.
God.
Yeah. Then we
Now
have
you know
Illinois.
how I feel trying to watch football on Friday nights after working all day, like back at my Smith and Wesson job because I had to be up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. It's tough when you're not used to that. It's tough. So tomorrow you see behind me, I got my Duke stuff out. Duke at 10:30. I mean, come on. I think I'll barely be hanging on for that one. I'm gonna try to stay up, but
Nah,
it's
nah,
gonna be a
nah,
rough
nah.
one.
Staying alive, staying alive. Nah,
Yeah, we'll
nah,
see.
nah, nah. Staying
Um,
alive, staying alive.
Illinois at Purdue, I got Illinois in that one.
Yeah, give me the fighting Illini.
Yeah. Some of these games are kind of easy. Penn State at UCLA, Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State,
Bounce
UCLA.
back this week.
They have fired their coach, their head offensive coordinator, and their defensive coordinator.
They need to fire their quarterback too. Uh, Texas at Florida.
Nobody wants him. That's the problem.
I know.
He's
Uh,
going to be going to find a job at In and Out before the season's over.
he'll be in and out of there too. Um, Texas at Florida. I keep going Florida. Like
Dude,
they're gonna turn it around. They're gonna get a win, and they don't do it. Um,
with this is a game that it could be either 6-3
I was thinking 13-10.
or it could be 30 something to 20 something. Like it's just that's how inconsistent both Arch Manning and DJ Lagway has been. And it's horrendous. Like it's so horrendous to watch. Like all these people out there, they're like, Arch Manning for Heisman, Arch Manning, number one draft pick, Arch Manning this. And I'm like, dude, he looks like a DJ Ugielele. Like
I want to see Arch do good. I really do.
it's so bad. It's miserable. Like it makes me as somebody that's followed football my whole life, and has been in the press box coaching football want to pull my eyes out watching him. Like his fundamentals suck and everything. He's terrible.
You've been in the
Um,
press box coaching football?
well, yeah, when I did all my film stuff and everything, I was the film coordinator.
Yeah, but you weren't coaching.
I'm still the film coordinator. That is partly coaching because I had to break down all the film and submit it to each position group. Like I had to submit to DBs, corner. Like I had to submit to DBs. I had to submit to wide receivers. I had to submit to quarterbacks, running backs, offensive line, defensive line, special teams. Like I had to break everything down. So it's technically coaching.
Okay, I
But
get
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Tickets as low as $63.
Dude, I don't know who to pick in this game,
That
but
means you're not very good. I'm I keep going Florida, and I'm gonna ride that train. Please give me a win this week, Gators. Please. I'm begging you.
dude,
You're at
I'm gonna
home.
listen. I'm gonna go Florida because they're coming off a bye week, and Billy Napier needs this win, and I'm gonna go the Gators. But this game is gonna be one of those that's gonna be such a hard game to watch.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it. Well, I'll probably have it. I'll have two games on. I'll have that on, and of course, we're gonna have Vandy, Alabama. I picked Vandy last year in our picks.
You did, you did.
Not, I can't say I was that serious about it. I said, "What the heck?" Alabama comes off the big win over Georgia. They sleep on Vandy. Give me Vandy. I wasn't that serious about it. I'm more serious about it this year. Give me Vandy again. Give them to me again. I
This is
know
one of
this is tougher because
this.
it's in Tuscaloosa this time, but
I will say this: Vandy has done well as far as going in the portal this year to get Pavia help on the offensive line. However,
defense is a problem, and
defense is a huge problem.
I'm a little bit worried after giving up 35 to Utah State last week. That definitely has me nervous. I
So,
gotta be honest.
and I hate to say it, but dude, ever since Florida State, Ty Simpson has been on a heater. I mean, an absolute heater. He torched Georgia. I mean, he did. He basically could do anything he wanted to do in the Georgia Alabama game.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, just look at it on third down. They were like 9 of 11 the whole game. Like he could do whatever he wanted to. Um, so I've got to go Alabama because, and one thing I pointed out to my parents, the reason Jeremy Bernard for Alabama is having such a good year this year is because he's finally back with Ryan Grubb, who he was with at Washington.
sorry. Sorry.
So I've got to go Alabama. I do think this game is going to be close for like 3 quarters, but I think Bama pulls away in the fourth.
Boise at Notre Dame. Notre
Uh,
Dame.
Give me the Fighting Irish because they
Yeah,
made bacon grease last week. Absolute bacon grease. It wasn't no bacon bits. It wasn't no bacon strips. It was bacon grease.
it was slop. Is what it
Like
was. They turned them up into slop. Um,
like poor
yeah,
old hogs.
yeah. Notre Dame's fighting for their season. Two
Like
losses though.
Arkansas hasn't seen that big of a defeat since the Confederacy fell.
I, I I don't even know what I was gonna say. Moving that was a good one. Moving on. UVA coming off the big win. This is a tricky game. Louisville. I don't know how they're 4-0 for one thing. They were
They
they were
scared me in the
trailing.
pit game. They
The
were
last
trailing by like 17 in the pit
it,
game
it
and came
was
back and won.
it was 17-0, and then I look over and it was tied at 17. I texted my cousin. He's a big Louisville fan. It's like, did they just score 17 unanswered to tie the game? What is going on? He said, "Yeah, I don't even know how." So bizarre, but I don't know how they're 4-0. They are. Um this is going to be a close game though. Virginia coming off the big win. It's going to be a little bit tougher having to travel down to Kentucky. Um, Coin flip here. Um,
I'm gonna go Louisville.
yeah, I can just because I was at the game last week. It was a great atmosphere. I'm going to go Virginia. They're in the top 25 now. I'm going to go Virginia.
Okay.
We don't even really need to discuss this. Oklahoma gets the win over Kent State at home. That's
Oh
easy.
yeah. Oklahoma, even without
Yeah.
Mateer.
Um, Interesting. Texas Tech and Houston both 4-0 start off the year. Houston's done well.
This is gonna be a close game
Yeah.
because
Um, Rivalry sort of in-state rivalry, but Texas Tech I think gets the win on the road.
oh, who was it that's the quarterback for Houston?
Oh, they have
What's his name from A&M?
yeah, Connor Wigman.
Wegman, thank you. Um, and they've looked really good with him so far this year.
Yeah.
But I just I can't go against my Red Raiders, who I picked since the beginning of the season to win the Big 12. So I'm going to go Texas Tech.
Right. Minnesota at Ohio State.
Give
Um,
me the Buckeyes.
yes, but I'm kind of expecting Minnesota to kind of make this a game. Ohio State might win by like 14, 17, but
Yeah, but I would say Minnesota hangs around for a little bit.
yeah. Yeah, kind of like you were
Minnesota's always
saying
that
with
team that's like kind of like a Iowa. They're like scrappy for a while and then they like lose
yeah.
it at the end of the game.
Yeah, it was kind of like you were saying with the Alabama Vandy game. 3 quarters put up a big fight, fourth quarter, and it's going to come down to Ohio State will get a big stop on defense and flip the momentum, something like that. They'll get a turnover. That'll be it. Um, Big game right here. If Florida State had won last Friday, game day would be in Tallahassee for sure.
Yep.
Um, But you know what? I think Florida State coming off that loss last Friday, I think they defend home turf this week. I think they knock off Miami. I think defense
Dude,
does
this
what
is
they need
one
to
of
do
those
this week.
like this is one of those that's like i- in the betting world, it screams Florida State. Okay, it screams Florida State. But then it realistically, I want to go Miami. like ah, I'm gonna go the Hurricanes just simply because I think Carson Beck does a little bit better than Castellanos. And I think Miami gets the win on the road to stay undefeated.
Speaking of Thomas Castellanos, uh,
No, it's not Thomas. It's Tommy.
Tommy Thomas. But speaking of him, after the game Friday, me and my friend came back down here because obviously we're in Richmond. Um,
Yeah.
we're about an hour from Charlottesville. We came back down here, went to Waffle House. His mom was in there, Tommy
Really?
Castellanos. Yeah, there were. We pulled in and we saw some Florida State jerseys inside. I'm like, why are there Florida State fans coming down here? And it turns out, yeah, his mom was in there. Like, why would they come down to Richmond? It's kind of odd,
Isn't he
but
from like the Richmond area? I thought.
they were. Well, this I don't. They were saying they were from Georgia or something.
That's weird.
I don't know. Um, who knows? I don't know, but yeah, that was strange that they came down to Richmond, but um, anyway,
They're touring plantation houses.
I'm not taking that out. That's on you. That's on you. That's staying in. That's on you. Oh wow. What time is it? It's 10:05. Good grief. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's 1 a.m.
Are you good, bro?
I'm not high, I promise.
Yeah.
I've gotten enough of that today. Are you high? No. I tell you
Who
what.
asked you that?
This girl I work with, she swears up. Everyone swears up and down I'm high. Everyone. When I worked at Domino's, same thing there. People were like, "You don't
You look
smoke,
like a pothead, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You look like a stereotypical
dude."
pothead.
My dad told me, "I guess you just have the Jim Brewer look. You always look stoned."
You're the white Snoop.
I actually have a photo of a white Snoop Dogg somewhere. I'll flash that up real quick too. Um, really odd. Um, our last ranked game, we got Mississippi State at Texas A&M, and I've got A&M defending home turf. But poor,
I got a stunner. I got
well,
state knocking them off.
after losing that close one at Tennessee last week at home, they deserve a big win like this. So
Yeah, I have Mississippi State stunning A&M.
yeah, I feel bad for them, man. That one dude last week that slammed his helmet down after the game. I felt bad for him. It's like they had this one, they blew it. Um, but that actually takes us now to
Our
our
five.
five bonus picks, and I'm gonna start us off. Um,
I
Obviously,
got
I'm
a.
going with my Dukies. This is a tough game. Cal may not be very good, but having to go on the road to Cal, dealing with jet lag and stuff, it's gonna be 7:30 kickoff their time, 10:30 our time. Um, this is a trap game. It is. But I gotta go with my Dukies, and I'm gonna go with the Blue Devils to win on the road at Cal. And that's my first one.
Okay. My first one, I am gonna go with. I'm gonna go with a little bit of a shocker here. And this is a team that was predicted to win the Big 12 at the beginning of the year, but I'm going to go Kansas State over Baylor.
Well, that was actually going to be my second one. Moving down here, K State had a decent win last week against UCF, trying to get things a little bit back on track here, and I'm with you there. I like K State over Baylor in Waco. So
And then my second one is another one that's going to be a little bit of a stunner, but they played good ball so far, and they nearly beat Georgia Tech last week. But I'm going to go Wake Forest over Virginia Tech.
yeah, I was eyeing that one. I'm avoiding that. Wake absolutely got screwed over last week. That dude was in the neutral zone when Wake snapped the ball. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Uh, um, I don't remember his name from Georgia Tech, but the dude was offsides, and the referees were looking the other way. Like we can't have Georgia Tech losing to Wake. I feel like they were paid off there. That dude was so offsides it wasn't even funny.
And
That was
then
should have been first down, 5 yard penalty, first down, game over.
for my third
But
game, I am going Washington and Maryland, and I'm going to have Maryland staying undefeated.
why are you taking the ones I was gonna go with?
I don't know that you're going to go with these.
I was gonna go Maryland, but I'm gonna have to waver on that one now. You know what? Give me Oregon State over App State. That'll be my third.
Okay, that
They're
one's a
0 and
toss up.
5. Can they finally win a game? Give me that one. Let me go ahead and pick my fourth before you steal it. Um, Miami, Ohio is favored by 4.5 on the road at Northern Illinois. I'm going Northern Illinois to win.
All right, and I know the rule is it's got to be within 7, right?
So it has to be within 5 unless you're going with the upset, and then it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
so for my fourth one, I'm going with an upset here. I'm going Michigan State over Nebraska.
Oh my gosh. How have you done it again? I was gonna take Michigan. I was gonna take Sparty. I gotta go with something else now. That was my fifth right there. But no. Oh my goodness. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. UNLV is only favored by 3.5. Give me UNLV. I three of those that I was gonna pick. I decided to stick with K State, even though you picked them, but three of those that I had, you went with. What the heck? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. UNLV be my fifth. God, how did you do that?
I don't know.
Oh man.
All right,
Okay.
for my last one, I'm going to go South Alabama, Troy, and I'm going to go Troy over South Alabama.
Okay. That's solid. And then
It's
we
a
got to
point.
do a
It's a
bonus
point
pick.
and a half spread right now.
Yeah. I haven't been writing down our picks because I don't know where my notebook is. But we do have to do a bonus pick. I'm saying we should do it for Miami, Florida State. Is what I'm thinking. Unless you want to do Bama, Vandy.
No, Miami, Florida State works.
Okay. You're usually good at deciding what bonus pick we go with, so I'll let you decide again.
How many rushing yards does Thomas Castellanos have?
Okay. Now don't blurt it out yet. We both have to think it up, and then on the count of three, we say it at the same time.
All right,
Total
I'm
rushing yards by Mr. Castellanos.
I'm ready.
I don't know that it's going to be very high. Um, I got my number. The count of three.
Ready?
3, 2,
2,
1.
1,
18.
53.
Ooh. Ooh.
I have 53.
I went way lower than you did. I like it. I like it.
Yep.
Cool. Well, that's gonna do it for.
This week's episode.
Yep. We will be back next week. We're not gonna skip
Yes,
another week.
we will be back next week
Watch us not come back on for
because
another
next
4
week
weeks.
we have Indiana, Oregon, and
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma.
Dude, next week is absolutely stacked with ranked matchups. Next week's gonna be crazy. So I'm looking forward to next week for sure.
So, all right, man. Well, I'll catch you later.
All right, dude. I will be talking to you next week. See ya.
See you, dude.
Now, how do I end this thing? Oh, shoot.